I think we all have suspicions about all sorts of things. As the GM, I have loads of suspicions, and I really shouldn't. I should know what's going on.
Yeah, how do you have suspicions? You should know everyone's secrets.
I think Mick is playing a
just
clever game somehow. I'm watching out for him. I think there's something strange coming from Mihal any minute now.
I've been sending loads of Discord messages to other players, making sure that guy can't see what's going on.
It's a conspiracy. It's a mutiny.
Two can play at this game.
They're going to overthrow the keeper. So, welcome everyone to Removal of Masks. We're here to play Masks of Nyarlathotep, the epic Chaosium campaign. We've been making good headway in the main. America was eventful. The trip across the Atlantic was also very interesting. Last week, our group arrived in England. Back home for some. Back to familiar territory for others who maybe feel a little less at home or wouldn't want England called their home. It was a very interesting couple of meetings. We'll let the group talk about that in a little while. But definitely some interesting meetings were had. Some eyebrows are raised, and the inclination to dash immediately off to Cairo seems to be waning a little. But we'll have to see how that goes. One other thing happened. Ruby Fontaine seemed to come over a little poorly after the meeting with Edward Gavigan. Didn't give any reason. Didn't say anything in particular, but she did take herself off to bed early. Loveday was thinking about staying home from the trip to the pub to comfort her and reassure her, but she gets a very, very quick brush off when she goes to knock on the door. No, you go, Loveday. I'm just need an early night. Bye. We'll talk tomorrow. And so Loveday probably went off along with the others to see good old Mickey Mahoney, has been pointed out to me. Not in a comment, amazingly. I got this from directly from one of the players. That we're using the anglicized or Americanized pronunciation of Mahoney. So off to see Mickey Mahoney, and have a wee chat. So before we get there, though, let's talk a little bit about a trip to the pub. And regardless of the past, because we won't talk about anybody here's a checkered past going to the pub in the far distant reaches of time, the McGarrigles, anything like that. We'll stick to the present. How does everyone get on with a trip to the pub these days? Is it the highlight of your week, the month? Do I really have to? We'll start with Bob. How about you? Not even when was the last time you made it to the pub? Because that could be a longer story. But is it a highlight for you these days, or is it a chore?
Well,
or
if I'm in a pub, it means that I have managed to escape this rural black hole that I live in and find a friend in an urban area. And it's a rare thing, but it's pints, and it usually means that I'm with somebody I haven't seen in ages, and it's usually great crack. But it's a very rare thing in my life because I live rurally. I got my kids, got my life, work from home a lot. So does my wife. So I just don't get to the pub much. Plus, I'm sort of fundamentally offended by the price of pints. Like the price of coffee and the price of pastries, the price of fucking everything in Ireland. I was in Spain recently, so I had a lot of pints there. Beyond that, I actually make a lot of my own wine and mead because that way my kitchen is a pub.
We definitely have to organise that meetup we've been talking about, folks.
It's not good. I'll put that straight out there now. It's not.
There's no such thing as good meat.
The
worse the meat, the better.
Viable, but it's not.
Economically.
There's a little
wine. Best
mead
kind.
bottle-shaped hole in my Christmas stocking for this year. I'm just putting it out there. It would.
Well, I'm
fit
just saying,
wonderfully.
low expectations in terms of taste, but it's a very happy kind of drunk because there's no preservatives. You don't get a hangover. You can just sit in your own kitchen going like, ooh, I feel good. And then you're fine the next day and you don't have a hole in your wallet or your belly or your head. It's great.
So I think we need a featurette of Mihal making mead in a
I
full priest
think-
getup.
and carefully trying to hide the copper still behind him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay, so how about Ellie?
So this is me rather than Loveday.
Yes,
To be
yes.
clear. Yeah, okay, perfect. I genuinely cannot remember the last time I was in a pub just to drink. There's a very nice local pub near my aunt and uncle near Morven, which we go to, which is like the pub the family's been going to for like 80 years or something ridiculous like that. And we meet there for lunch occasionally, very occasionally. But I genuinely can't even think back to the last time I was in a pub. I'm going to level with you guys. I find it quite boring. I'd rather sit at home with my friends and drink a bottle of wine there than go to the pub. Because it's just expensive and you can't hear what anyone's saying apart from the person next to you. And I want to catch up with the whole group. And then because I'm not talking as much, I drink more and then I spend more and then I'm more hungover the next day. So I'd rather just be at home with my pals, you know?
Oh, sounds about right these days. Yeah.
You're all trying to be so understanding, but I can see your faces are like...
Well, there's Irish people on the call, you know. No. Honestly, besides work dues, where I've always been totally happy to go out and socialise and hang out with the work crew when it's feasible. But I would say it is a good decade since I've been kind of G'd up to, oh yeah, meeting the lads in the pub or going to the pub to see someone or anything like that. It's like, oh, we'd have a lunch in the pub on the way home from a thing, or I was like, it's weird. Life has changed, but yeah, no, totally understand that. How about Morven?
Yeah, so I would say that if I am in a pub, it is 90% of the time like post drinks after something like theatre related. So like a post rehearsal drinks or a post workshop drinks, and just an opportunity to actually sit and talk with the people you've been working with, like, you know, talking as yourself rather than all of these characters that you've been playing. But yeah, I do share anything of when you can't hear the people you're talking with. It's like, oh, I enjoy and this is where we go and we have the conversations. But for me, we could equally have those exact same conversations over Chinese takeaway or over coffee. That it doesn't need to be pints. In fact, I don't drink that much alcohol these days. But it is the location where the talks happen, and I like the talks would generally be my like vibe. That I like the talks.
That is one thing I do. I miss the chat and the random chat. Like if it's local, like people are going to show up and there'll be people you want to talk to because they're the same people who've come every week forever.
Yeah.
I do miss that. Yeah. Okay, and Saorla, how about you? Visit to the pub.
Yes, I'm kind of like a mix between kind of Morven and Ellie. Like Morven and I tend to probably be at the pub a lot at the same time because we're part of the same theatre group, and it is really nice after, workshop or rehearsal or something to go and actually talk to people and decompress. But at the same time, it's often, too loud. I feel like I'm at the age where I just give out about pubs being too loud, particularly when they crank up the music. And I'm like, but people come to the pub to chat. If it's a club, throw the music on. But like, pub, you want to go have a chat with people. But yeah, you kind of don't wind up getting to chat to everyone. So I have become a much bigger fan of the, having a few drinks at home and having people around. So yeah, I'm kind of a mix. I like the pub, but I also, want to have the ability to have some deep conversations, and I feel like sometimes that doesn't happen at the pub, or sometimes it does.
Yeah, no. Sometimes it does. No, No, I don't. I don't think so much these days. There were lots of deep conversations when we were younger, but looking back, I wonder how much of that was alcohol and how much was actually deep conversation.
I had a fun thing last weekend. I was at a hen party in Liverpool, and we went to the
Nice.
beer keller, if anyone's familiar, which is like a kind of German. I don't know, beer keller translates that. I probably should, but it's kind of like a German themed beer hall type
Like
thing.
beer
and you
halls,
go
yeah,
and
yeah.
there's
Cool.
yeah, and they put on a show and everyone gets dressed up, and it was just really fun. There was lots of dancing on benches and swinging your pints around, even if it was a pint of a cocktail. And I was just like, this is kind of like a fun pub experience. Like you just get up and do some drinking songs and things like that. So I was a bit like, I wish more pub days were like this.
Probably a somewhat different pub experience. This is a Mickey Mahoney in London has found himself a bit of a drinking hole that he enjoys, and it's a little off the beaten track. So he gave you name and some directions. So kind of which side street to go down. Kind of a couple of turns here and thither, and you make your way down. It's not quite dark yet. The weather is inclement, a little bit foggy. There's that funny smell in the fog as well. London pea super seems to be coming in. You've been, those of you who don't live in London have been told by those of you who are from London, probably don't get caught out in the pea super. It's quite noxious. The smell is horrible. You won't. It's not good for your constitution, shall we say? But you carry on down a little way, kind of looking. Is it this street? Is it the next street? And sure enough, eventually you come down and you find a little place called the Brass Kettle. And it looks kind of dark from outside. There's a bit of glimmer. The blinds seem to be down or curtains closed, but it seems like it's blinds. It's not even curtains over the big window or anything. It's blinds down. The only light seems to come out through the glass panel in the main door. There's no bounce, there's no security, nothing outside. You go up to the door, you open it, and a wave of sound rushes out, along with smoke and a bit of a smell and steaming air. But there's just a ruckus of chat and garble and you go in and like you guys had specifically said somewhere quiet where we can have a chat. And Mickey's giving you the Brass Kettle to go to. Not super busy. There's quite a lot of people up by the bar, sitting on bar stools, leaning on the bar, clustered around in groups at the bar. There's a couple of free tables here and there. It's not jammed elsewhere in the pub, but definitely the bar area is very, very busy. A couple of people, young ladies behind the bar look a little frazzled, moving around quickly, getting pints up on the counter. Pints of Guinness landing up. Definitely slowing the process down, of course, as usual. But Mickey sees you almost immediately. Folks, over this way! Come on, over this way! I've got a table at the back! And he waves you back. And kind of move through, and you kind of press your way through a little up around the bar area. But you get to a little doorway. No door closed or anything, just a little open doorway. You squeeze through past people. And next thing you're in quite cozy and quiet lounge area. There's a fire crackling away. There's some bookshelves around the room. Various different kinds of tables. Glass top table here, a round kind of oak table there. What looks like possibly a mahogany off like desk with a few seats around it. But a real kind of mishmash and bric-a-brac of seating and tables. And at one of these tables is Mickey is getting himself ensconced back into a chair. And it looks like you've pretty much got this room to yourselves. It is actually quite quiet. And he sits and he beckons you over. Come on! Plenty of seats. Don't be shy. No, you brought friends, did you?
How are you getting on? I'm Mick.
I'm Mick too.
This is Valentine. Oh, you know Valentine, of course.
Alright, we met Valentine and
this is Loveday, sorry.
young Florence, yeah.
Yes.
And this is Love.
Yes, I believe you've heard of Loveday Llewellyn.
I sure have. You should have told me. I would have put on a nicer shirt. Miss Llewellyn. Jeez, I would have brought us to somewhere nice. We call this the library bar because the bookshelves and there's a little bit of a bar there by showing into the main bar area you can order.
Very droll.
Yeah. He definitely looks a little off kilter from seeing you, Loveday.
What are you drinking, Mick? I'll go to the bar.
I just got myself a Guinness, so I don't need another one yet.
Whiskey neat for me.
Gin and tonic?
Loveday.
Find out what wines they have, will you, Mick? Thank you.
They don't. I guarantee it's going to be shite.
Oh,
Just get a gin and
No,
tonic there.
don't.
I'll have a gin and tonic then. Thank you.
Thanks for taking one for the team.
Kind of
Shall we,
pushes his
have
chair
a
a little
seat?
bit back so he's a bit closer to the fire. Yeah, like I said, sit. The room, a few more people probably trickle in at some stage, but usually this room doesn't get particularly busy. It's a nice place to have a quiet chat. Go on then. Tell me, what brings all of you and Miss Llewellyn to London, following in the footsteps of... You know what I said? If Loveday Llewellyn was running around chasing after cults and looking into the Jackson Elias's doings, I'd consider that the kind of news I was interested in. Neither of you said a word.
Didn't that seem relevant?
Well, we thought we might consult her before sharing that information with you, and she seems happy to come along, so
I
didn't want to gossip behind your back.
There's a gleam in his eye, and his cheeks are ruddy. And he looks at me. Miss Llewellyn, you're not going to tell me off the record on the QT or anything like that, are you?
I'm undecided.
Oh boy. Some of the energy kind of drains a little bit away. Well, tell you what, let's enjoy a drink and have the chat and sure, see what comes with the night. And so he turns around. Come on, Tracy, with those drinks and a nice big gin and tonics while you're at it.
No problem at all. While I'm at the bar, I'm going to ask them if they can tell me anything about your man.
Okay. So yeah, the young barmaid Tracy, she looks about maybe 20, 21. She kind of gives a little. She looks past you at Mickey and gives him a little bit of a nod when he says big gin and tonics and laughs. She says, "Oh, Mickey's in fine form tonight. Don't know what that's
he's
about."
regular, is he?
Oh yeah. Not usually back here in the library unless he's something important to talk about. But, yeah, no, he'd be here a lot.
He's sound, is he?
He's a good lad. A friend of my dad's.
Oh yeah, who's your dad?
No, Tommy. Tommy O'Flynn. Look, you wouldn't know him. He and Mickey have been here. They came over on the boat. Say 40 years ago together.
Oh yeah. All right. Okay. Well, then if you vouch for him, I suppose that's all I need to know.
It depends what you're looking to do.
Would you trust him?
He'll get you folk drunk and ask you questions, but he won't do anything unpleasant or untoward. He won't start a fight, anything like that, if that's what you mean.
He's looking for the scoop.
Always, yeah.
All right, thanks.
How about yourself? You been around London much?
I'm only after just arriving. I've been here in the past, you know. I've just arrived now.
And you plan to stay?
I don't know, because talking to your man there, I mean, it seems there's some serious goings on. I heard there's been some murders and all sorts of stuff going on.
Sure, there's always stuff like that. The gangs on both sides of the city.
These
And
Egyptian murders. These Egyptian murders that were...
the stuff over in Soho. No,
Is that where it was?
I wouldn't know anything about that.
God almighty. Well, I heard about that now, and I was a bit worried, you know. But it doesn't... People aren't worried about it, you say.
Millions of people in London. A couple of deaths here and there, nobody cares.
Yeah.
It's this is it's kind of like the centre of the world, London.
Oh, that's what all the English people in London say. All right, yeah.
Well, most of us in London say it now, even if we're not English.
Well, would you believe it? I was over in New York there recently, and they're under the strangest delusion that New York is the centre of the world.
Yeah, well, yeah. New York's obviously not, is it?
Mad. They're mad.
It's way off on the other side of the world. It can't be.
That's it. Yeah.
Can't be the centre of the world if you're not in the centre.
What's in the middle of the world? It's clearly London, isn't it?
Well, these islands anyway.
Yeah. I'm going to steer this conversation because I haven't fallen out with you yet, and I tend to fall out with everybody once geography comes into it. So let's just get the drinks, will we?
So she hands over the drinks and she says, "Will I queue one up for Mickey?"
No.
Oh, okay. No.
We'll come and get it for her. Don't worry.
Okay.
We'll pay some. Thanks.
Yeah, you will, right. Meanwhile, back at the table, Mickey's he's kind of drumming his fingers a little. Takes a few sips of his pint.
So we had a look at the articles that your nephew provided us with.
Oh yeah, I didn't refresh my memory.
Well, there was these mention of these Egyptian murders. You seemed very interested in them.
It said that you had sources in the article, but you didn't mention who they were.
And that you were offering a substantial reward for information. So it seems like these murders were a big deal.
Sources, you say? I mean, we spoke to Inspector Barrington, but I don't remember mentioning any sources for the Soho article now.
Oh, it's right here in this newspaper clipping.
Oh yeah, you have it there with you. Yeah, let me have a look. And show me sources. Unidentified foreigner. Inspector James Barrington of the Yard. Sources exclusive to this journal. I see, yeah.
I assume these were real sources, of course.
Well, when you say sources, people, shall we say, the talk, the chatter on the street, the scuttlebutt. You know what I mean? You ask around and you hear things and you pick things up.
So not so much sources, but the rumour mill.
You could say that.
So there's a strong possibility that some of this, the facts may be incorrect, or you say exaggerated. People do like to talk.
I wouldn't want to say any of my articles are not factual. No,
Not at all. It's more the people who inform the articles. Maybe misinformed.
So, it might help you. On account of you knowing Elias, Michal, you arrived back at the table at this point with the drinks. On account of you knowing Elias, I could go so far as to say there's one source named in the article, and may or may not have said things off the record.
Oh.
So obviously that's just rumor and scuttlebutt, right?
Hey, so you refused to comment, but
we had a bit of a drink, and one thing led to another, and quiet chat in the library bar. You never know what gets said.
Oh, a little too much gin.
He is a gin man. If that helps you.
So what was said? I mean, you said that he was stabbed through the heart in a manner similar to other murderers. Tell us about these murders.
So there's been a number of murders. He's been on this for about a year, but there was someone else on it before, and so these murders have been going on for a while.
And all stabbed through the heart.
All killed in very similar way, yeah.
And why did they call them the Egyptian murders?
17 of the dead were Egyptian nationals. So
17? How many has there been? I
There
thought
was-
we were talking 3 or 4.
no, these have been going on for a while, a couple of years.
And
So how
unidentified
many in
foreigner,
total?
so-
I need to go back and look at my notes to tell you exactly a total number, but
And when was the last murder that you know of?
I think it's the one mentioned in. Let me see. He's thinking. He's like, it might be the one mentioned in that article. I mean, that article is only from a couple of months ago. If you want to know exactly, Barrington's the man to talk to. But yeah, I'd say it could have been. I don't want to say they happen every month, but
Roughly monthly, huh?
yeah, definitely over the last couple of years, they've the number seems to have increased a little.
Yeah.
And so this has been happening for years, and nobody has been caught?
No, nothing. Don't even seem to be any real leads.
No, but there are any symbols or any markings on the bodies?
Not that I know of. That's an interesting question.
Ah, do you know the way some of these cults do be doing all sorts of strange things?
So you think this is a cult thing, like the other one, like the Carry On in England?
Which you told us.
Sorry, in America.
You said didn't you say to us that Jackson Elias thought there was a cult going on in London?
Jackson Elias was chasing after all sorts of things, like you see from the different articles. He thought all sorts of, but yes, he did think there was a cult going on in London. But I don't like, I can't say whether that was connected to these. It makes sense. Like he gestures at Tracy, and she gives a grin.
You're an educated man. You must know
Puts a
that
pint up on the-
there's
on the ledge.
ritualistic elements of murders happening in the exact same way every time. It's a bit different to Jacques the Ripper.
Well, no, but I don't know if these are ritualistic now. Now remember, look, I'm looking for information on this. I've got a £24 prize reward up for anyone who brings me information about this. So that's a lot of money. So I'm you know, you can be sure that if I knew anything else, it would be in the paper by now.
Do you know why Jackson first started looking into this?
Well, no. See, this is the thing. Elias didn't seem himself really the last visit he paid to London. He was a little all over the place. Where's that pint? And he kind of looks over to Tracy and gestures, and she points to the pint she's put up on the ledge. Give me a second now. Back in a moment. And he gets up. And
here, I'll get this one for you.
Oh, thank you, Mick. Thank you. Sorry, what was the question again?
Do you know why Jackson first started looking into this?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, no, he wasn't himself. He'd been a little bit all over the place. He just started pulling clippings about all sorts of things, and that was one of the ones that interested him. He and I never really talked so much about this particular case. He did talk about thinking there was a cult, but again, he talked about all sorts of things. He was talking about Egypt. He was talking about the Carlisle. But honestly, it was kind of hard to follow what he was saying a lot of the time.
Do you remember any of it?
Well, like what I've just said.
Did you mention dreams at all? Was he having dreams?
No. Look, again, I tell you, the last time he was in London, he seemed all over the place, like rushed, desperate almost, in a bit of a panic.
Do you know, aside from Inspector Barrington, do you know of anyone else that Jackson visited while he was here?
Top of my head. See, I don't even know if he followed up on any of these stories. I think he might have talked about going to. Again, but he was talking about Carlisle a lot of the time.
In what sense?
I'm just trying to recollect. He might have said he was going to talk to the Penhew Foundation about Carlisle, but I don't. Honestly, the man didn't even sit down to have a drink with me.
Is that unusual?
Yeah, I mean, we'd always sit and have a chat, and he'd ask about any interesting stories, and I'd tell him, I mean, we didn't hang out on the regular, but he certainly, I'd never known him to be so scatty and all over the place, and he almost didn't seem himself.
When was he in London?
I'll tell you. It was more than 3 weeks, I'd say. Was it 3 weeks?
It would have to be.
Let me see. End of last year, beginning of this year. I'd say the last time I saw him was probably just after Christmas.
Just after Christmas.
And you didn't know when he had left the country to go to the United States?
No. He just up and left. He just kind of up and disappeared. But again, like, I feel like I don't have a lot to give you on this now. on Elias. He up and just disappeared. He did talk about an evil cult, and he did say it would be a big story. But I didn't really follow up because he didn't seem all that convincing. I mean, given what happened in New York and the stories that are coming out, and Elias being killed and all that, I'm much more interested now. I'd pay good money. I paid I could offer £75 if you do find out anything about a cult in London and you bring it to me. I'd give you £75.
Well, if you thought the Egyptian murders were not related to a cult, what did you think was happening with all these deaths?
I don't know. There's some killing people. It's murders, and a lot of them seem to be Egyptian. It could be, I hate to say it, racially motivated. I mean, you could have a racialist as the person committing the murders. But honestly, I don't.
I mean,
he kind of sinks. He sinks a good portion of his pint at that. He's like, I don't know what you want me to say.
I mean, you're a journalist. I would have found this a very interesting story if this had been happening in my city, as I would have.
Why I've offered a reward. There's £25 up for a reward for anyone bringing me information, but there's nothing going. No, 75 is for you guys. So let's put these two things together now. If this is a cult that's doing these Soho murders, the Egyptian murders, if that's what this cult is, it's still £75. I'm not giving you the £75 and the £24. But no, if you look at the article, like, I'm offering £24 for any of my readers who can bring me any information so we can get the scoop.
Right. Well, look, I mean, if we get information, I'd be up for sharing with you for sure.
Super.
Amount of money.
Yeah. £24 if it's about the Egyptian murders, and if it does turn out to be a cult and there's something really juicy about it, I'll up it to £75.
Right.
And
if you hear anything, will you give us a shout?
Well, I'll give you a shout, exactly, because if you're looking into this for me, you've got a fine private investigator with you. And his eyes keep glancing over to Loveday. And you've got the young socialite with you. She might open some doors other people can't get through. But yeah, obviously, if I hear anything, I'll send it on to you. That way, you guys will have more chance of getting me what I need, which is the news. Who's up for a game of darts?
Honestly, I think Mick is looking a little impatient. Mick doesn't know why we're here. He's probably not inclined to play darts.
For a drink.
I think Florence is good at charming people, so I think Florence will play a game of darts.
Good woman. Let's see. So he gets it all set, opens up the doors over on the wall. Gets you like, now this is the hockey. You stand here. I'm sure you know how to play darts, don't you, miss? Sorry, I won't try and teach you. And he hands you 3 darts. Off you go. Go ahead. You go first. Do you want to give me a throw check, Florence?
Oh, I have to roll for this.
We never did luck checks.
Oh, it'll be charming if she's
and
bad.
luck checks. Do a luck check before you do, just in case you need some luck for getting a triple 20 or a bullseye or something. And meanwhile, back at the table, Mihal is giving Valentine the eye.
Sorry, what?
Valentine. I think we're like, stop fucking
What
asking
skill is
questions.
this? Oh, it's throw.
Let's get out of here.
Okay, that's not
Hang on.
high.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you, Neil.
It's all good. I also did a failure. Okay, so 1d.
Oh!
I succeeded on my throw.
You do great.
Um,
Let's see. The keys throw. You do better than Mickey. So we say a few minutes later, you guys hear a couple of kind of muttered curses from over by the toward the dartboard. Mickey's like,
Good game.
Chase, you're actually really good at this. No, keep going. We're not done yet. Keep going. Sure. No, you're hustling me, I think. And back at the table,
I would never.
Mihal has been giving Valentine the eye. What were you asking, Mihal?
I was going to say, listen, I don't think we're going to get out and out of him. He just wants stuff out of us.
No.
Do you know? He doesn't seem to know anything other than what's in the articles.
No, should have guessed that it was all bluster. I mean, like, if I had heard that there was a bunch of people getting stabbed through the art in my country for years, I mean, I would be all over that story. It's kind of
it's fucking
useless
London.
journalists.
Do you know what I mean?
I know, but Richard.
You say that about all the journalists we meet.
I know, because they're all terrible. This guy just writes the floof pieces.
That's it. In fairness, if you look at what he gave us a piece about a fella who makes magic paintings, the beasts of the north running around in the fog, and
probably a big dog.
Egyptian murder. Like, I suppose you can't investigate it all. Imagine his paper's probably full of that stuff.
That's the thing, but it's the problem when you don't do proper journalism and you just want to make a big headline. You have to actually investigate the story, not wait for randomers to come up and just throw information at you.
Yeah, but don't antagonise him too much now.
Jesus H. Christ!
He's not a proper journalist.
And he comes back to the table, flumps down in the seat.
Did she beat you?
She whooped me.
I'll have that now. Yeah.
Guess it's a lucky day.
Lucky, I tell you. Loveday, did you roll a luck check?
I did not. Sorry, I was rearranging myself onto the sofa.
Oh, good. No, perfect. That's a lovely setup there now.
Thank you. Sorry that I will be double chinning the whole way through. My stomach is getting worse.
Oh.
Just try to have a double
I
check.
feel like after
Looks like an advert for M&S.
after a few gins, Loveday has just found a comfy sofa and it's just like
Just having a break.
it's not any gin, it's M&S gin.
So, Miss Llewellyn,
Yeah, that's exactly.
how did you find America?
Sorry, for luck. Is a failure, does a failure mean I get to roll?
Yes, yeah.
Excellent. 1d10. Sweet. Sorry, bear with me.
Ooh.
Everybody. A solid 10. Nice.
Miss Llewellyn, how did you find America? I've heard some interesting news. Some congratulations be in order, I think.
Well, that depends what news you've heard, Mr. Mahoney.
I heard you might be wearing a fascinating ring with a lovely shiny rock in it, which I see on your finger. So I can already write off the idea that it might be rumours.
Well, yes.
Who is the lucky gentleman, might I ask? That has not managed to make it over the ocean yet.
Has the rumour mill not worked it out? Oh, well, I don't want to do your job for you, Mr. Mahoney. Surely you can figure it out. You must have sources.
Oh, go on. Another gin and tonic over here. They'll make it two, and a whiskey, and what were you drinking again, Mick? You didn't tell us. You went up and go, well, what's that she's got there? And he looks at what you're drinking, and
I was just having water, but I'll
interesting.
I'll join you. I'll join you for the next one.
Okay, well, what do you have? Whiskey, pint of the black stuff.
The black stuff will do, yeah.
Right. So gives Tracy the signal, and she starts getting drinks ready. There you go, a gin and tonic coming, and we'll call that a fair trade for just a name, Miss Llewellyn. Just a name.
I'm going to sort of glance at the others and see if they're going to give me the nod as to whether they think we've got enough information out of him to justify trading a piece of information of our own.
Do you know what I could do?
What's that?
I could give Inspector Barrington a wee call and tell him that you might pop over tomorrow to have a chat, and that you might be helpful, and he might be more forthcoming.
Is he not?
He and I have a little bit of a relationship.
Guy?
He's not usually a chatty guy, no. He's
But if he
he's
has
as
fusion
tight-lipped
and
as they
tonics.
come. These these police officers are usually a little more easy to work your way around. No, Barrington took a long time to get close to. He's a tough nut. Very, very smart, very by the book. But put in a good word for you. I'm sure he'll have time. He might even accept your help.
He's not
I know
that
he's
smart.
struggling.
He's 17 murders in. He's not got into.
At least 17.
More like 35, 36. So no.
Jesus.
Oh, well, I'm surprised he still has his job.
So only half of them have an Egyptian side.
Is that half? Yeah, something like that.
That's pretty much half now, unless you want to kill a half a person. It's as close as half you're going to get.
How would you go about? No, yeah. You're trying to distract me now. Tommy, the name.
He knows more than he's letting on.
No, that was the key.
That was it. Well, I tell you what, why don't you make that call, and then once you get back, I'll give you the name. How's that for a deal?
Where am I going to make a call this time of night? I'll make a call
Well,
from
surely
home.
he'll be working hard. 35 or 36 murders to be in the station, will he not?
Oh, nobody ever told me you were such a absolute hoot. No, you'll be home rested. It's 9 o'clock at night for crying out loud.
Well, don't I feel wonderful about the state of our police?
They do a fine day's job, I have to say. I mean, they're
Day being the operative word?
yeah. Well, that's what they do. A day's work.
Very well, Mr. Mahoney. I will tell you that I will be Mrs. Bradford once the happy nuptials have occurred.
Mrs. Bradford. Ah, fine. Bradford. Okay, that's an interesting name. Any Bradford in particular?
Well, I'll give you the first name once we've spoken to Barrington. How about that?
Sure, that's enough to go on. Don't worry. I'll find out the first name myself pretty quickly. Don't worry. Once I've something to go on, that'll give me an angle. I'll dig in. We'll find out. He gives a little. There was a rumor a couple of years ago, Miss Llewellyn, that you were seeing a young man called Tommy Bradford here in London. This wouldn't be the same chap, would it? And there's no more laughing, there's no more chuckling and giggling and trying to squeeze the story out or anything. He seems deadly serious.
Well, I'm not sure it would be much of me to be carrying on with two gentlemen with the same name, would it?
No, it wouldn't. And I won't be doing any digging either. I don't even think I'll be printing that, to be honest. He looks at you, Mihal, and he's like, suddenly there's a look. Give me, I'm not sure to get you to roll a psychology or to get you to roll something to try and deceive him. Give me a psychology check first, Mihal. And he's going to roll a psychology check at the same time. To see, and if he doesn't get great roll, I might...
Oh, massive fumble.
Oh, no.
Okay. He's looking at you like he thinks it might be you, and you guys are covering on it. That's what you're getting at this. He thinks actually this is a bit of a cover up, and it's actually not Tommy Bradford at all. It's you and Loveday, and that's what you think. He's got that kind of quizzical look, like he's trying to work out if it's you.
Sorry about that. I mean, what does my fumble mean for me?
That's it. That's what it means. It means you think.
He's looking at me like he thinks it might be me. So
Yeah.
I think I'll just give him a little.
And then he looks confused.
And then I'll say,
You're not in the know then.
What's he saying?
You're not in the know.
Is that him talking to me?
And now it's like the others aren't even there. He's just looking, staring straight at you.
I'd be very careful what you print, Mick.
Oh, so I'm right then. Well, in fact, that's a rubbish story. Or it could be a great story, but oh jeez, it could be. And he looks at you, he looks at Loveday, he looks at you again. He goes, "I don't know, is this wonderful or terrible?" Right. Sorry, folks, to cut the night short. I need to go. I need to talk to a man about a dog. And he's up.
What's the dog?
And leaving, and he goes over and slaps some money down on the counter.
What?
We'll be in touch in the morning. I'll call Barrington. I'm good on my word. No problems with that. But yeah. Look. Let me know if you hear anything. So long. And he darts out.
What a strange man.
I'm very confused.
I don't know what that was about.
Did he have an upset stomach or something?
Florence, you might have a particular insight into this. Give me a psychology check. Nope.
Oh, but that's only 4. I'll use 4. I'll use 4.
Okay. The way he said, "I won't be digging into that," gives you a reminiscence of that time. Now this is in the Peru portfolio, so we won't be getting that on YouTube for a while, but it gives you a reminiscence of that time you were digging into Tommy Bradford for Loveday, and you once said, "I won't be digging into him again," in the same kind of tone of voice.
Yeah.
So you've a feeling he knows who Tommy is, or knows who he's associated with, even though you don't really know for sure who he's associated with. You have suspicions with Hall being involved, etc., etc.
Yeah.
So do you illuminate the others at all, or are you gonna
share? I share the suspicion. I think runaway friend may have a suspicion that if he digs too far into Tommy, then he may have, people coming to intimidate him in the same way that I did when I did some digging in.
Sorry, Tommy sent people to intimidate
Tommy
you.
sent people to intimidate you.
I told you this.
No, you never told them.
I told you
You never
this.
told them.
No, I told them. Never told
No,
them.
you
this?
only no.
Okay.
I don't think so.
No, you
Florence,
kept
that would have
to
been
yourself.
good information.
Okay,
before I
that
agreed
feels
to
like
marry
a
the man.
massive.
No, you
but I
you
told-
only told
no, but
Loveday.
I told-
You only told Loveday you couldn't really get very much, and I don't think you ever told her that he'd sent anybody around to put the hammer on you.
Oh,
Almost certain.
Okay, that just sounds so out of character for me, but it was so far away, so long ago that, okay. Oh, I have no idea how to play this now. Never mind. Okay.
So
Just
no,
cut
but
that
it's
one.
quite feasible if Florence might have thought you said it. It's like this. It's the kind of thing you would say. You wouldn't usually hide things like that. But between the traumas of Peru and the traumas of being in New York and Elias dying, it might just have slipped through.
Oh, gosh, did I never tell you? You told me to look into your fellow when he first started seeing you, just to have a lay of the land, and I got the information that I did. I passed it on to you, and then he sent 2 gentlemen to my house to tell me to stop looking in, and they didn't hurt me. They were there to do some light threatening. And
Did you get their names?
No, and they very much did not want to give me them.
So suddenly
Florence.
got very interesting.
I'm so sorry. I
I
had
can't
no
believe
idea.
that I never told you this.
I feel
Oh,
awful.
it's fine. They didn't hurt me. It was fine.
They threatened you, and I've agreed to marry the man. This is appalling.
Well, that's why I was confused.
Ew. Yes, I thought I had shared this. We've been through a lot, guys. It was a small thing. When I first arrived in New York and I could have shared you this story, we found Jackson dead. So I think we've been a bit preoccupied.
Did anybody else get threatened with murder from anybody's boyfriend? Just while we're on it.
Oh, it wasn't quite
While
murder.
we're covering the
They
little
just
things
said,
that have been skipped.
Stop. It was just telling me to stop investigating.
I'm sure he wouldn't
Wasn't
have
there
actually
wasn't
hurt
any
her.
threats
He
of
wouldn't.
murder.
He wouldn't let that happen.
No.
No.
This is a nice
He's
thing
good
to
at
do.
heart, really. No matter what he does.
Give me a psychology check. Anyone who's watching Florence, I mean, anyone who's actually watching Florence, give me psychology checks. As she's now like, no, I'm sure he wouldn't. I'm sure he wouldn't.
I think Loveday wouldn't be looking, so I won't.
Yeah, no.
I fumbled it again. It's a 96.
Yeah.
Oh, we need to stop rolling. You need to
It's the
stop rolling.
pints. It's the pints.
Fines.
The
Sure.
fines.
Florence is in great form. It can't have been anything serious. You must have misunderstood me. And Valentine, yeah. Florence is fine. No. There's no lasting trauma there or anything. And Loveday, you're not even paying attention. You're like a little off in your own world, kind of going, "Gee, I can't believe Tommy would have done that."
No, that's not the Tommy I know.
Sure, he just likes to keep his private life private. As do we all.
Yes, but
Did you
what's he-
learn anything interesting about him when you were doing the investigation?
If he already has a wife, don't tell me.
I mean, you
No,
probably should.
no,
tell
it
you.
was just that he seemed to be a big character, and anyone who was anyone seemed to know who he was. That was generally what I turned up, that he was big in the social circles.
Especially in America.
Well, yes.
Especially in America. Everyone in America certainly seemed to know who he was.
And
Well, yes,
can
I
I
think
ask, Loveday, why didn't you just ask me?
Well, I didn't want to put you in an awkward position, Mick. It felt a bit uncomfortable, to be honest with you. He was your friend, and you introduced us, and I just didn't want to put you in a position where you might have to give me an answer you didn't want to give.
I would have been happy to give you an answer. I could have saved you the trouble of fucking getting engaged to him. Excuse my language.
I'm sorry, I'm now recalling. I think I
What
did
do you
ask
think I was
you.
doing in Peru? Who do you think I was trying to hide from when I was down in Peru? Only
Well, you never said that. I'm pretty sure now I think
Of course
about
I
it that I
can
did
fucking say it.
ask you. I asked you, and you said it was fine and to go ahead.
Did I?
I'm pretty sure you did. I don't have the best memory.
Again, this is in the Peru portfolio. She reached out and was like, "Would you have a problem with me seeing Tommy Bradford?" And you
That's a
said,
very different
"No,
question,
seeing Tommy, no, it'd be fine." But I'm pretty sure that it was a miscommunication of, "Do you mind me seeing Tommy for the purposes that you've sent Tommy to see me?" Right?
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's fine. Of course you can see Tommy. And not seeing Tommy Bradford as in
I think we might have got
meeting
her
Tommy
wires
Bradford.
across because I do remember when I got the word that you were, doing the dance of the no clothes on with them, and I thought,
Mick,
sorry,
I would
that was a
never.
bit
We're
much.
not even married.
Sorry, do you know what? Sorry, I'm so sorry, but do you know what I mean? When I heard that it was, I don't know. It's all getting a bit hairy now. Look, all I know is when I heard that you were stepping out together, I was both surprised and concerned for your safety.
Well, jolly good. Thanks for
Wait.
telling me.
Why is everybody suddenly concerned for Loveday's?
Yes, I mean,
Safety
surely he'd have.
with their-
He can't want to hurt me. He's proposed to me, for goodness sake.
You seem to be doing all right, I have to say.
Mihal, you have a little bit of a moment as you guys are talking about this, and realize that while this isn't like an Irish bar or anything, it certainly seems to be well frequented by the London Irish. So might not be the best place to have this conversation.
Right. I propose that we call this evening a bust and plan for the coming days, because maybe quietly, I think saying the name TB in here too loud is going to get us
The terrible
get
disease.
us in trouble.
Not that I've many friends died.
It's fine, Valentine. You're doing great. You're doing great.
You're trying to tell me you're something. Oh,
Even you have to laugh.
Keeper has apoplexy here. Oh, okay. So, do you finish up your drinks and make tracks, or is Florence trying to convince anyone to play another game of darts with her? A newfound passion for
No,
darts.
Florence came to the darts quite reluctantly.
Make sure you
and
tick
then,
your
like,
make sure you tick your throw
coincidence
skill,
happened to
by the
be
way.
great.
I want to
Oh,
beat your darts,
yes.
Florence. Will you play me? Whoever wins
Sure,
is
we can have a
right
quick
in the next
game of-
argument we have. Okay.
Which
That's the
will
stakes.
inevitably happen because we have a lot of those.
Not at all. Here, let's do it. Mom.
Okay, so you guys have a little
Okay.
game of darts while you finish up your drinks.
Oh, my throw skill. Oh, it's the same as yours. Okay, here we go.
Not so good that time.
Even worse.
Let's see. Oh, so we both did
Neither
that.
of you really cover yourselves with glory, and honestly, after 10 minutes and the drinks are dry and you're still up in the 300s, it's pretty clear that there's not going to be a winner so much as two losers in this equation.
Well, does happen.
Yep.
Heading home?
Let's hit the road.
Okay, so you go home. You get back to Loveday's apartments and or house, townhouse, and you find Loveday a note on the counter from Ruby. I need to go and see a friend. I will catch up with you soon.
I don't like that.
It's a very cryptic message.
I don't like that either.
What's
And then
friend
just
Lucy?
signed with a flourishy little R at the bottom.
Well, I do think that's her signature, but above the table, would Loveday have any staff in an
Yes.
apartment?
Oh, yeah. We mentioned
Yeah.
that the folks were let in by the staff the other day.
Oh, we got let in by someone.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
call the housekeeper or whoever over and say, did you see Miss Fontaine leave?
Yes. She asked if the car could take her somewhere.
Ah, is the driver back? Do you know where she went?
Yes, he's back. Yes.
Perfect. Could you send him up when he has a moment, please? I'd just like to make sure she's all right.
Oh, yes. I'll go down and send him up to you. Is something wrong, miss? Did we...
Probably not. I like to keep an eye. I like to know where she's gone.
Oh, okay. Very good. We'll send him right up to you.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Okay. There we go. Very good. Not okay. My goodness. The informality of it all. Should be fired on the spot. Okay. So he the driver comes up after a little while. Miss Llewellyn.
Yes, thank you for coming up so quickly. I do appreciate it. You took Miss Fontaine out recently.
Took her out. Yes, I dropped her at the train station.
The train station? Goodness me, did you say where she was going?
No, I didn't
didn't-
think to ask, Miss. I thought it might not be proper, but should I have asked?
No, don't worry. It's not your fault at all. I'm just trying to make sure she's all right. You didn't see which platform she was headed for or which train she might be
No.
going to get?
Well, given the time, Miss, I'd say a train going north, probably.
Which
Goodness.
train station was it?
You know Ruby's accent, like she's from up Manchester way.
Goodness. It's very unlike her to just take off. I mean, I suppose she might have just gone home, but she would have said, surely. Well, thank you. I'll send the driver away. Thank you so
Thanks.
much. I do appreciate it.
And he heads on downstairs,
Well,
looking
peculiar,
shook, shall we say?
bless him. That doesn't seem like Ruby to me, does it, any of you? Peculiar.
No, it's strange, all right.
Quite strange.
Well,
Florence, you did notice that she didn't look quite herself when you guys were all
Yeah.
catching up and comparing notes. She looked quite off kilter and excused herself very suddenly.
When we were talking over the notes, over the newspapers, she seemed a bit, not quite herself, a bit shook. And she then excused herself very quickly. It's maybe it was at that point that she decided to go on a trip. Maybe there was something, I don't know, that reminded her from one of the articles.
Where's
Maybe
the Derwent Valley?
something.
Where is that?
Oh yes, where the
The what?
The Derwent Valley. Am I saying it right? Derwent?
Is this from the
from
the Monstrous Murders?
The Monstrous Murders article. It seemed to me was when we were reading them articles, that's when she seemed to take a turn.
Derwent Valley is up by Derbyshire, up by Lesser Edale.
Well, that gives me no information.
That's not Manchester.
No, that's not.
I feel like she's more likely to have gone home, but
she said she was going to visit a friend.
visit a friend seems like home.
Not necessarily.
Well, look, let's leave her to it. I suppose she'll be back when she's back.
Yes, I say if she's gone too long, then we raise the alarm, but I wouldn't say we immediately go chasing after her. Maybe she's just fine and she's genuinely gone after a friend.
But that's what she said.
I don't have any details for her family or anything. She never gave me anything, so
Really?
we've no way to get in touch, and we can't go herring off to the north without knowing any more than that. It's large up there, I hear.
Yes, it seems a bit of a goose chase, and we don't even know where she's gone.
No.
Well,
Well, I'm
Fontaine
going to
is
bed.
not a very common surname here.
No. Let's give it to the morning, and then maybe we can start making inquiries.
Yes, and we've got our visit with the inspector, which seems to be more of a strong likelihood to result in information.
And we'll see if Mahoney actually makes that phone call or not.
Probably as well if he doesn't. You wouldn't know
Well,
how you
yes.
get on.
Okay,
Right.
so you
Good
settle
night.
down. Maybe some of you do some light reading to keep up with the books you're or I think Michal, it's only you that's still reading at this point. And
I'm working my way through the massive book. It's just going to take me like...
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Sorry.
I gave up my spooky book because it traumatized me.
Probably the right decision.
I might do a...
Probably the right decision.
above the table. I don't think I picked to do a deep dive on the French book I
No,
was
you
reading.
didn't. No.
So I might start doing that because that's not going to re-traumatize me a second time, right?
You could lose
Once I
more
do
sanity. It just would be
What?
only up to a certain. There's a threshold.
Oh Jesus! None of the books seem particularly appetizing, so I suppose I'll reread the French one.
Okay, so you're doing your deep dive into the Sélection de livres divans. Okay, and I will give you a date. You'll finish that. It will be quite a long time, like weeks and weeks, nearly close on a year. Not quite as long as Loveday,
All right,
but as you make progress, I'll give you
give it a go.
ETA for that one.
Okay.
Michal, you are now on a full read of Africa's Dark Sects, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, good stuff. And you settle down to a lovely sleep. Very calm, restful sleep. No stresses or anxiety. London hasn't brought anything particularly traumatic to the fore for any of you. And in the morning, you gather around breakfast, and you look to make a plan for tomorrow, for the new day. It is train to London was Monday, Tuesday was Gavigan, and the scoop, it is Wednesday the 4th of February 1925.
Well, we still need a discussion at some point about whether or not we're planning on staying in London or whether we were planning on continuing our trip as originally intended.
Well, I
But,
think it depends on what this Inspector Barrington tells us. I mean, if there are no leads, we may
Yes.
as well move on. But if he has good information. We may as well investigate a little.
Yes, well, I'm not going anywhere without Ruby, so we'll have to wait for her to get back as well.
Oh, yes, we're definitely not leaving without Ruby. Excellent point.
I think it's definitely worth chasing up some of Jackson's leads here. I don't think we should all four of us descend on the inspector.
Probably not. It would be the best place to extract the information.
Well, who did best with the police in New York? I'm counting myself out, that's for sure.
I punched one of them, but I got on well with all the others.
Okay.
Questionable?
Okay, so it seems like Mahoney and Loveday are not displaced.
I don't mind punching one again, if that's what needs to be done.
Maybe not on the
Let's not
first
jump
day.
to that.
Maybe not.
Last resort, I think.
Maybe give us a day or two. I feel that people are happier to give information when they haven't been punched in the face.
I have found that's not always the case, but that's fine. You work your magic.
Flowers.
Maybe the journalist and the private investigator are more the respectable face to put in front of a policeman.
Excuse me, you don't need to be
it's
insulting. My face is very respectable.
I didn't mean to insult your face.
So
Perfectly acceptable.
we're saying Valentine and Florence are the stable, nice faces who are going to go and speak to Inspector Barrington, and Michal and Loveday are going to do something else.
Yeah. What do you want to do?
Well, I'm not going to lie. I am a little concerned about Ruby. And given that she did seem to have a strange response to one of these articles, and the only one based up north is this Derwent thing, maybe we ought to somehow go look into that. I don't really know how we would start, but...
So,
Well, I mean, I think we should give her a chance. Honest to God, like if I vanished out to see a friend and I left a note saying I'm off to see a friend, and then the gangy turned up going, "We were worried about," I'd be like, "Would you go away? Like I told you I was going to see a friend."
Oh, I'd be thrilled
Like,
to see
you're
you
supposed
all.
to be investigating the murders. Like, what about the crazy painter?
Why not? What else
I
have we
thought
got
you
to
were
do?
going to. Were you not going to give Erica Carlyle a call on the telephone?
Oh, yeah, we should give her a buzz as well.
We'll wait. New York is behind. We'll have to do that this afternoon so we don't wake her up. Why don't we go see what we can scare up about this crazy painter? That sounds like fun. And then we can call Erica this afternoon.
Yeah. Bit of fluff, do you know? I mean,
What harm can it do?
Okay.
While Shipley painting mad paintings, we'll take it in. We might buy one.
so we say Florence and Valentine. You kind of wait around a little while until Mickey Mahoney gives you a call and lets you know Barrington's expecting you. And Michal and Loveday, you do a bit of poking around. Are you just going to have a quick read over the article and think from there, or do you have anything in mind already that you'd like to try?
Well,
In terms of how to find him.
Yeah,
I'm wondering if I would know of any galleries that would be likely to
Definitely would.
carry his sort of artwork.
absolutely.
I mean, we could stroll down, get some breakfast on the way, and go visit an art gallery. What do you say,
Do
mate?
you by any chance have any art skills, Loveday, or art appreciation or anything like that?
Who doesn't have an appreciation for art? Yeah, I put 25 points into the piano for some inexplicable reason, and that's all I've got.
Oh my god! Your decisions in character creation were interesting, weren't they?
Brilliant.
As I've always
Brilliant.
said, I build characters
All
on
about the
vibes
character.
first, practicality second.
What if
Oh
it's
my
art of
God.
what if it's art of horses and piano? Is that a crossover?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Loveday, in that case, give me a credit rating roll, please.
Okay.
Yeah, people with money know about art.
Success.
Okay. You absolutely you know a couple of gallery owners. No problem. you get on the phone, call up a couple of places, and straight away someone's back to you. Shipley. Oh yes, Shipley. He's absolutely fabulous, Loveday. I can't believe you don't have one of his pieces already. Yes. Yeah, it's a wondrous cavalcade of outlandish fancy and nightmare. He's brilliant. So why don't I? Yes. Do you want his agent's information or his information? I can get you his information. Do you know Alistair Crowley has been a customer? He's and he said it was an ode to Bacchus and its audacity.
Goodness me. You don't have any of his paintings in your gallery, do you?
They just fly out. Have nothing. I mean, he prefers private sales, and the one or two people we've convinced to let us sell on. No, they just fly away. Have nothing. He's very much he's a arty artist, if you know what I mean. He's said to be quite egotistical about his paintings. He loves the one-on-one. We don't.
Well, I have to confess, I'm curious. He's got everybody talking, so I would like to see them. And if the only way is to talk to him, then if you could put me in touch, I'd appreciate it.
I can give me one moment. I'll just have a quick flick through my roll, my little book here. Yes. Let me see. Yes. 6 Holbein Mews, near Sloane Square, London, SW1W.
Marvellous, thank you. Well, I appreciate it.
He apparently lives with his mother, a charming older lady.
Delightful. I love people's mothers.
He's from my brief conversation I had with him, he seems quite a highly strung young chap, but definitely his work is just spectacular. I haven't seen anything terrifying, very very strange, but just the verisimilitude he manages to get into these hideous fiendish things he paints. It's fantastic.
Well, wonderful. Well, I do appreciate it. I'll let you know how I get on, whether I manage to snag one for myself.
Oh yes. Look, if he's got a couple going, I was actually considering getting one for myself. So if he's got a couple going, you could bring one back for me, Loveday.
Of course, yes. You'll be the first to know.
It won't end up in the gallery, I promise. It'll be for my own apartment.
Well, he must be quite something.
Oh yes. Well, everyone's talking about him. But the writer of supernatural stories, Algernon Blackwood, he said he has one on his study wall.
Writers, you really. Yes.
Give me an occult check, Loveday, please.
Failure.
Okay. You don't recognise really. So Alistair Crowley, you absolutely recognise his name. He's infamous. But Algernon Blackwood doesn't ring a bell. You don't really place anything in common about them. Nothing. Okay. Meanwhile, the phone rings shortly after, and it is a call specifically for Miss Valentine Bow.
Hello?
Yes. Good morning. Sorry, I had to leave so abruptly last night. Just had realised I had something on. I had to see someone else. Anyway, look, I gave Barrington a call. He's delighted to have a chat with you folks. He says, I kind of talked up Miss Florence about and he knew the name, but I couldn't really winkle anything out about what his opinion was of her. But I gave a rousing speech about how she's fabulous and a great detective, and she could be great help. You guys might be able to dig up something.
This is very kind of you. Very much appreciated.
My pleasure, my pleasure. Anyway, look, toodaloo.
Oh, toodaloo.
Scotland Yard. He's asked, would you pop up to Scotland, New Scotland Yard, to visit him?
Oh, absolutely. We will go right now.
Great stuff. So long.
Thank you.
He hangs up.
Florence, how do you feel about a trip to Scotland Yard?
Sounds excellent.
That's why I think Mr. Mahoney is a bit of a romantic interest in you.
Because I beat him at darts.
The men are into that kind of thing.
So, Florence, you're aware that London has two different police forces this time. There's the Metropolitan Police, the Met, okay? Inspector Barrington, if he's asking to go up to the New Scotland Yard, must be part of the Met. There's the City Police, who operate in the City of London's square mile, the kind of centre of London. The Met is one of the most advanced police forces in the world. They're all sorts of they're try to keep up to modern standards. You're aware that they have a fingerprinting branch, probably not quite as effective as on the continent, but definitely they know their business. Okay, so you head on up to New Scotland Yard.
Have you been here before, Florence?
Most of my detective work was around Birmingham, but I know London fairly well.
Okay, so you go on up to New Scotland Yard. It's on the Victoria Embankment. It's not a particularly imposing place. More almost like offices when you go in. And you're taken up by a plainclothes. It doesn't seem like a desk sergeant or an officer or anything like that. Seems more like an administrative clerk or somebody. And he brings you up to an office, quite a nondescript office. And he knocks and goes in, comes out again. Yes, Inspector Barrington is expecting you. Go on ahead in. And you go in to meet Inspector Barrington. I will drag him out onto the board so you get to have a little look, see at who you're talking to. You will also see I've put a calendar up on the board. Just keeping track. It's handy tracking of the dates of things in 1920s. This here is Inspector Barrington.
That is an unusual moustache.
He's a weathered fella, kind of dressed in a slightly shabby suit. He looks, his thin, kind of almost pencil moustache. It looks very well groomed, well maintained, and he's a piercing glance over his kind of his aquiline nose as you walk into the room. Have a seat. Good to meet you. Valentine Bow, I think, and Florence Harper. I'm aware of your work. Word gets around.
Thank you.
Well, you'll hear about the Soho affair, I believe. The Egyptian murders, as the press is calling them.
We were wondering what you
Good.
could... Oh, sorry, Florence, you go ahead.
You go.
We were just wondering what you could tell us about these murders. There seems to be a lot of misinformation in the papers about them.
And what's your interest? What's led you on to these things?
A good friend of ours, Jackson Elias, was recently murdered, and we are aware that he was looking into these murders quite soon before his death, and we would like to know why he was looking into them.
Give me psychology checks, ladies. Please.
Success.
Success.
Regular successes both. He seemed very kind of hesitant, like he'd been browbeaten or cajoled into talking to you. But as soon as you mentioned Elias, the eyebrow goes up a little bit, and he looks much more interested in both in yourselves and what you have to say. Really, you knew Elias. How do you know him? What was your relationship? What was your association with Jackson?
We met Jackson.
We were good friends. We met him in Peru.
He's traveling a few years ago, and invited us to meet him in New York several weeks ago, but unfortunately he was murdered the day we arrived.
That's unfortunate. When was that? Wait, I heard something about that. That was earlier this month, wasn't it?
Yes, very recent.
15th. Last month. 15th of January, right? He must have only just arrived in New York. He was here up until maybe the second or third.
Do you know why he went to New York?
No. We've spoken about these murders. I consulted with him. He didn't have an awful lot of time for me on this. But when we did talk, he said that these murders were ritual killings conducted by an organization known as the Brotherhood of the Black Pharaoh. He described it as an Egyptian death cult, which seemed very much on brand for him and very much in keeping with his writing and things like that. So I took it quite seriously.
The Brotherhood of the Black Pharaoh.
Yes. Florence, would you like to do anything to prevent your expression from changing when you hear that?
I think there is a degree of trying to keep cool and not obviously, but she definitely recognizes the term and doesn't want...
Do you have any performance skills or anything could be useful for deception, anything like that?
Disguise? Would disguise count?
Yeah, you could try disguise, or you could try charm if it's just you keep a charming smile plastered on and try and control the reflexive
charm is good.
sour lemon taste that you suddenly get as bile starts to rise.
Yeah. Let's go with charm. Success.
Okay. So yes, you don't have any immediate obvious reaction when he mentions the Brotherhood of the Black Pharaoh. Valentine, how about you were reacting? You were asking about the Brotherhood of the Black Pharaoh. Go ahead.
I was just wondering, have you ever heard of the bloody tongue?
No, the name doesn't ring a bell. Should it? Look, but after I talked to Elias about this, I got in touch with experts on the Egyptian side of things. I went to I went to Edward Gavigan at the Pennier Foundation. They've strong connections with Egypt, and they dig into this kind of stuff all the time. He confirmed a society called themselves the Brotherhood of the Black Pharaoh had once existed. There's no modern day equivalent. They died out hundreds of years ago. He did think the method of murder, though, was imitating the ancient cult.
What is the method of murder?
Well, unfortunately, Elias, in Gavigan's opinion, was a sensation-seeking profiteer and was an unlikely source of reliable information. So, kind of does, for me, raise a little bit of question mark around yourselves.
Well, considering Elias was killed by a death cult.
Yes, and
I'd say
do you think
he's
that was
quite an
connected
expert
in some way?
To a different cult.
Yes. So,
Well, the notion of a ritualistic killing once a month is pretty much exactly what.
yeah, no,
going
well,
on
this
in the
isn't
States.
once a month. This is there's only been 19 murders over the last 3 years.
Oh, really? We were led to
Yeah.
believe that it
Oh,
was
we heard the numbers were higher.
Oh,
35.
not from a sensationalist profiteer by any chance, no. Not Jackson. I'm assuming perhaps Mr. Mahoney, who would love if this was a bigger deal and there were more murders. I think Mr. Mahoney has attributed every murder in London recently to this particular cult. Although I'm not even sure if he's got that much detail on it. He just knows there's these killings. No, 19 altogether, of which 17 were Egyptians.
And who were the other two?
One was an Englishman, and one was a European woman, I think a Spanish woman. But there doesn't seem to be any connection. Besides the Egyptian element, doesn't seem to be any connection.
Is the method of death not the same?
Look, again, you're digging in and asking a lot of questions here. I'm not sure. I'm not sure yet that I want to. I want to share with you folk. I will admit, again, off the record, as Mahoney, whatever his name is, I tell him repeatedly, we are at a little bit of a dead end in this. There are no concrete leads. But I'm not sure I need outside help, if you understand my drift.
Well,
I
considering
might try to charm this man because I don't think he's going particularly keen to give us any information.
yeah, I was going to throw some fast talk in
See
there.
if that works. Yeah. Well,
Remember, fast
I'll
talk is
try
much
first,
more
and then if that doesn't work.
much more short-lived. So with a
Oh,
fast
is it? Okay.
talk, he might, you know, he might rethink afterwards. Charm, isn't permanent. Persuade is probably your best way to go, but charm might be useful as well.
I don't particularly hyper-swayed.
No, my charm's quite high. I will
Alright,
try.
go on.
Try to
In
charm.
character, let's go.
Okay.
So how do you couch
Um,
this? Oh, that's very
I
close to a hard
understand
success.
Oh, how much for a hard success?
4.
I've already spent 4 of my luck. I don't think I want to spend 8 in one. I think I'm going to take a success.
You
I
guys are
hope
really
it's
hoarding
enough.
the luck. Okay,
Um,
okay.
Let me try. I might try and roll as well.
Okay.
Never
Oh,
mind.
go on.
Okay. Okay. I'll fine. Let's go for it. I just don't want to
Spend all the luck. Spend all the luck.
You want something terrible to happen. So how much was it?
4. Yeah. You won't need the luck when
Okay.
for any other purposes. It's fine.
I want to keep a good supply, so if I need like 30 to avoid death, I can avoid death.
Okay. So you get a hard success then.
I will take the
Florence.
extreme hard
And
success. Yep.
I'll tell you now, hard success is what you needed because really a persuade would have been the way to go here. But he
would be better.
He tell me how you couch this. What do you say to him?
I understand that your job is difficult and you don't want to sell stories to people who are just going to go off and be sensationalists. I understand. I'm with a journalist, but we're not here to publish anything or sensationalize. Jackson thought that this was important and that there was something going on, and this was someone who was very dear to us, and if he thought that something dangerous was going on, then we just want to investigate and we want to help and lend our skills. I'm a very experienced private investigator. Valentine has also got many investigative experience and skills, and we want to lend our skills to help you in the solving of this case.
So really, Miss Bow, this isn't going to show up in the French newspapers if I loop you in on any of this information.
No, because unlike Mr. Mahoney, I am a serious journalist.
Okay.
Everything will be rigorously
and we will put your failed charm roll, Valentine, down to that coming across as very rude.
Factual.
And he's a little taken aback, but not offended or anything because it's about Mickey. But he's like, okay. But Florence, you keep soft soaping him, and we glance on past that. As Loveday basically slaps him with a wet halibut. Yes, okay. Look, and after a little while, and the kind words and the gentle words and the convincing. Okay, well, listen. These victims. The reason we say they're all of a similar modus operandi, and the reason I almost fell for Elias's nonsense about cult was they were all killed by a sharp force trauma, dying from a metal spike-like instrument piercing their heart. In addition, each victim suffered both blunt and sharp trauma to head and torso, possibly wooden clubs, maybe clubbed with nails driven through it, something like that. I did think there was just one murderer, personally, being so similar. I thought it was one very prolific killer. But forensics reports suggest that some of the attacks were committed by people of differing heights. Angles of the blows and such like. Some of the victims hit on the top of the head, some being hit more from a lateral position, etc. Very scientific approach being taken by our forensics team.
Were the beatings post-mortem or
no, before death.
But the beatings weren't what killed them. It was the spike.
It was like a coup de grace, shall we say, like a final blow delivered to kill. Okay, well, I'll on the understanding that you're going to report back to me on this, and any of your digging will be done with discretion. I do have a little more. We were looking at the Blue Pyramid Club in Soho, frequented by both resident and visiting Egyptian businessmen quite frequently, quite a lot. many of the victims had been to the club. So that's when I said there was no link, it wasn't necessarily that there was no link at all. Just it didn't seem to be common to everybody. We had the place under surveillance, but learned nothing. Can't keep people on it forever. New Scotland Yard doesn't have infinite resources. We interviewed a number of people with connections to Egypt from the Blue Pyramid Club and generally through the Egyptian community here in London. Vast majority had little to offer. But there was a spice dealer named Zahra. My Arabic pronunciation leaves something to be desired, I think. Zahra Shafik, I think. I found her quite interesting.
In what way?
Well, see, I'm reluctant. I'm hesitant here. I've just put the poo-poo somewhat to what Elias told me, but on the other hand, Shafiq recognized the name of the Penhew Foundation and said she'd worked with them in the past. But she also denied that the Brotherhood of the Black Pharaoh existed. The problem is, something about her gave me the impression that there was a lot she wasn't saying. And she does go to the Blue Pyramid Club quite frequently. I had her tailed for quite some time, but we didn't turn up anything else. And the horribly unfortunate thing is that there's nothing else I can tell you. I have no further clues, no further leads.
Any other links between the victims other than the Blue Pyramid?
No, nothing. Besides 17 of them being Egyptian.
This woman you said was quite interesting. Any chance you would be able to give us any contact details or any way we might be able to speak to her ourselves?
Shafiq, the spice dealer. Yes, he starts flicking through his drawer, pulling. He seems to have a whole selection of notebooks in his drawer, and he pulls one out. Yes, it is in Soho on Empire Spices is the name of her establishment. It is on I think Water Street and Mird Street. Give me one moment. I'll tell you now. And he flicks through. Yes, 76 Water Street in Soho. Wardour.
I guess we have a starting point, Florence.
That's it, though.
Any
Not really anything else more to tell, unfortunately.
any suspects at all?
No, like I say, we've nothing. We've nothing to go on. Okay, and I'm going to say thank you very much, everyone. Thank you for watching, to our viewers, and thank you to our fantastic players who, as usual, have given me plenty of laughs. Enjoy. We'll see you next week.